Thanks, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much, Mr. Secretary. I appreciate you being here. Over the last few years, I believe Congress irresponsibly saddled you, the department, with 71 new programs overseeing hundreds of billions of taxpayer dollars, and I think that the situation is fraught with waste, fraud, and abuse. And it left the department, your department now, without a clear direction. So can you talk a little bit about how you're getting the Department of Energy back in a focused direction with regard to your overall mission?
Yeah, I would say the simplest thing is treating it like a business. Yeah, we're not. I've been writing on energy for 20 years. I never infused it with politics. You know, to me, energy is about humans and math, right? Energy is to better people's lives and expand their opportunities of how they can do things, and the way to do that just comes down to what is the lowest system cost to deliver whatever that form of energy is in a reliable, secure way, and reduce the environmental impacts of it, of course, as well. And the track record of markets and that has been quite good, but the government getting in and through our department shoveling out more than $100 billion, most of it rushed between Election Day and inauguration. I mentioned before the numbers on LPO. That's loans. Our department also gives out financial assistance. It's like grants. They give financial assistance to businesses. This is IRA and IIJA money. Those laws passed in 22. In the full year 23, a little over $8 billion of assistance grants were given out in the full year of 2023, $26 billion after Election Day and before inauguration. So what we have done is created, and maybe frustratingly slow to some people, but we have not been lazy. We have put together a committee of cross-functional people that are going to evaluate every project, you know, on is it technically viable? Is the engineering done? Is it financially viable? At the end of the day, is it going to be a bridge to nowhere, or is it going to be a business where customers are going to pay for the product and it's going to go on? And look, projects that we've evaluated have passed, and they're continuing to fund. Projects we've engaged with the other party, and we've modified them, so it's a positive for the American taxpayers. And a lot of projects have not passed because we're just paying someone to build something more expensive than people are willing to buy today, and nobody wins from that. Yeah. And I want to restore confidence in our department again. You know, we're professionals that are here to work for the American people, not for our own interests, not for any politically favored, you know, technology here or there. We just want to make the American energy system better. But that means people and process and accountability.
You know, Congress has made key investments in nuclear innovation, and you're an expert in the area. These investments include the Nuclear Fuel Security Act to strengthen our fuel supply chain and the Advanced Reactor Demonstration Program to move advanced reactors forward. Can you speak about those plans in the program?
Yeah, there's lots. And in fact, I have a new one today. Maybe we will announce today a new solicitation that we would like to get 3 new small modular reactors, critical, meaning producing power, by July 4 of next year at the Idaho National Lab in our containment facility that can sort of speed up ideas that are ready to go. Let's get them on the ground and test them and prove them. Because, look, the Americans invented the nuclear power industry. We came out and built 100+ plants rapidly. Then we created an NRC and stopped. And we haven't done much for 30 or 40 years. You and I and many others really want to get that nuclear ball rolling again. We're working with companies to get domestic fuel enrichment going in the United States again, another just critical problem. Congress rightfully passed a bill saying we shouldn't be importing Russian uranium. Well, I don't want to import Russian uranium either, but we got to get it from somewhere. We've got to enrich uranium in the United States by American companies and ramp that up. Right. But those are the kind of things we're working on. But there's a bunch of great innovative companies with a lot of private capital behind them. It's private capital that's going to drive this, but we're going to help in every way we can.
Thank you, Mr. And finally, we were together when the president signed his coal executive orders. The last administration was flat out anti-coal every way they could be. They wouldn't support the projects that we needed, even when the ones that resulted in diminished emissions. I mean, they just were against everything. I thought it was short-sighted, left our valuable resource underutilized. What's the department doing in terms of restarting coal research, whether it's novel combustion, carbon capture, coal products made from newly mined coal as a result of the president signing the executive orders?
So a number of different efforts there. One, I'll just state that the facts. Yeah, coal has been the largest source of global electricity for 100 years. It will be when I die as well. There's a reason coal is the biggest provider of global electricity. But I'll be in your great state on July 11th for the opening of a new coal mine that's combined with rare earth element mining right there. And that, to me, is incredibly exciting. And maybe the biggest thing I've been involved in with coal right now is we need all this extra power everyone's talking about for AI, and we need to win the AI race. The first thing is stop digging the hole. So we've got to stop closing all these coal plants with tons of useful life left in them.
I look forward to being with you on July 11th in Wyoming. Thanks, Mr. Secretary.
Thank you, Senator.
Mr. Chairman.